give the heading as how to decide between laws of definite proportion and laws of multiple proportion. Right over there. Find the ratio of masses of the element and total mass of the compound. Find the ratio of the mass of the element and the mass of the compound. If the ratio is same or almost same, if the ratio is same or nearly same, then it is definite proportion. If the ratio is different, then it is multiple proportion. लिखा आपने ये. Next point. When two elements are given and percentage of any one element is mentioned. When two elements are given and percentage of any one element is mentioned, then it is definite proportion. Then it is law of definite proportion. Again repeat, when two elements are given and percentage of any one element is mentioned, then it is law of definite proportion. Write the next point. If different percentages of elements is given, if different percentage of elements is given, then it is law of multiple proportion. If different percentage of elements is given, then it is law of multiple proportion. Yamini, can you repeat the entire thing, please?
Okay. Find the ratio of masses of the element and total mass of the compound. If the ratios are same or nearly same, then it is definite proportion. Or if the ratios are different, then it is multiple proportion. When two elements are given and the percentage of any one element is mentioned, then it is of proportion. If different percentage of proportion, sorry, law of multiple definite proportion.
Again. Can you say the entire statement again?
Yes, sir. When two elements are given and the percentage of any one element is mentioned, then it is law of definite proportion.
Yeah.
If different percentage of elements is given, then it is law of multiple proportion.
Okay. Can you all come to the worksheet which I have shared over there? Now, if you look at the first question over there, guys, in one experiment, 1.098 grams of copper is obtained by the reduction of 1.375 grams of cupric oxide. Okay, now you will write the answers in the notebook, guys. In the notebook, give the heading as solution to practice paper 2. Solution to practice paper 2. Solution to practice paper 2. Okay. Now, guys, you pay attention to the examples which I do at the start, and then I'll give you some examples for practice also. Okay, Prashil Doshi. Okay. Yes. Now, if you look at the first question over there, in one experiment, 1.098 grams of copper is obtained by the reduction of 1.375 grams of cupric oxide. In another experiment, 1.476 grams of cupric oxide was prepared from 1.179 grams of copper through cupric nitrate. This data illustrates. Now, can I say there are two ways of preparing cupric oxide? They have mentioned. The same compound is prepared by two different experiments. Again, repeat. The same compound is prepared by two different experiments. Hence, it's going to be law of definite proportion. Can you write the first answer over there? Law of definite proportion. Tanvi, can you wash your face and come back, please? Yes. Law of definite proportion. And write the reason. Two experiments. Kinjal Shah, can you write this, please? Two experiments and same compound is prepared. Have you understood this, guys? ये समझ में आया है ये? Okay. Now, can you all come to question number? Question number 4. Can you all come to question number 4? If you read the question, in a typical experiment, 28 grams of iron on heating with oxygen gave 40 grams of iron oxide. And in the second one, it says 7 grams of iron on heating with oxygen gave 10 grams of iron oxide. दिख रहा है आपको ये? Now ये कौन सा लॉ होगा आप बताइए? कौन सा लॉ रहेगा ये? Can I say two experiments done for iron oxide, but iron oxide कौन सा है वो लोग ने मेंशन नहीं किया है, तो इसके लिए आपको रेशियो निकालना पड़ेगा गाइस, रेशियो निकालना पड़ेगा. आपको रेशियो निकालना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, लिखिए रेशियो वन इज 28/40. सर रेशियो किसका लेना है? ब्रैकेट में लिखे मास ऑफ द मेटल अपॉन टोटल मास ऑफ द कंपाउंड. मास ऑफ द मेटल अपॉन टोटल मास ऑफ द कंपाउंड. कितना आया रेशियो 1? 28/40. रेशियो 2 7/10. समझा ये? Can I say the ratio is almost the same, exactly same in fact? Clear है ये? राज शाह, clear है ये? Okay. Can I come to the next question? Come to the fifth question. Fifth question. Fifth question. Carbon and oxygen are known to form two compounds. They are known to form two compounds. The carbon content in one is 42.9, while the other is 27.3. Now read the hints one and tell me which one it's going to be. Yes, can I say two different percentages? Very good. Two different percentages, hence it's going to be law of multiple over there. Please write over there. Law of multiple proportion, because two different percentages are mentioned. यही समझ में आया यहाँ तक? विवियाना, यशस्वी, Snehi, is it clear? Okay. Now look at the seventh question, everyone. Seventh question. Look at the seventh question over here. Phosphorus trioxide contains 56.4% of phosphorus and 43.6% of oxygen. Water contains 88.8% of oxygen and 11.2% of hydrogen. Phosphine contains 91.1% of phosphorus and 8.9% of hydrogen. This data illustrates. क्वेश्चन वापस पढ़िए, हिंट्स पढ़िए और मुझे बताइए कौन सा लॉ होगा ये. Yes, Sarthak, it is right. Varidhi also right. Kinjal, no. No, Shravani. No, Arshil. Again, repeat, guys. Please read the hints properly. Read the hints properly. Yamini, wrong. Tanisha, Vriti, Taraksh. Now, listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. Now, can I say कौन से एलिमेंट से पहले अंडरलाइन कीजिए, कौन से एलिमेंट्स हैं? Can I say there are three elements mentioned? लिखिए वहां पे. There are three elements mentioned: phosphorus, oxygen, and hydrogen. There are three elements mentioned: phosphorus, oxygen, and hydrogen. Hence, it is law of reciprocal proportion. Hence, it is law of reciprocal proportion. Did you understand, guys? Law of reciprocal क्यों आया ये? Shruti, understood? Harshil? Have you understood, guys? Unnati, Veda, Shriya, you all mentioned law of multiplicity. Saisha, Harshil understood. Shruti understood. Question number 10, guys. Question number 10. A metal forms 3 oxides. A metal from 3 oxides. Yes, क्या होगा बताइए? A metal from 3 oxides. हम काफी स्मार्ट है, 3 वर्ड देखा वैसे रेसिप्रोकल बोल दिया. ऋषि क्या होगा आंसर? Yes, it will be not reciprocal. 3 compounds नहीं फॉर्म हो रहे, 3 एलिमेंट्स नहीं है. See, it is not 3 elements, it is 3 compounds over there. It will be law of multiple proportion. Law of multiple proportion, right over there. 2 elements and 3 compounds. Have you understood, guys? चलिए क्वेश्चन नंबर 35 पे आता हूं मैं. 35. In an experiment, 5 grams of CaCO3 on heating gave 2.8 grams of CaO and 2.2 grams of CO2. This data illustrates. This data illustrates. Can I say this is a very simple one? Yes, guys. क्या होगा बताइए? Law of conservation of mass. Law of conservation of mass. Law of conservation of mass. Okay. Before I go ahead, can you just go through these questions once? The reason it was law of conservation of mass because total mass of the reactant was equal to total mass of products. Yes, just read through the questions over there that we have done. See, guys, if you look at the first question that we did, first question, एक ही कंपाउंड था, अलग अलग एक्सपेरिमेंट से बना था. इसके लिए वो कौन सा लॉ था? लॉ ऑफ डेफिनेट. ठीक है. फिर हमने फोर्थ क्वेश्चन देखा, रेशियो सेम आया, इसके लिए लॉ ऑफ डेफिनेट था. वापस रेशियो सेम आया, इसके लिए लॉ ऑफ डेफिनेट था. Then if you look at the fifth question, दो different percentages mentioned है, इसलिए it was law of multiple over there. सेवेंथ क्वेश्चन में 3 different elements were there. 3 different elements were there. Hence, it was law of reciprocal over there. Is it clear? Now, can we solve some questions? Question number 2 पे आ जाइए. चलिए question number 2. Question number 2. क्वेश्चन नंबर 2 आया सबको? लॉ ऑफ डेफिनेट प्रोपोर्शन. रीजन क्या लिखा आपने? टू एक्सपेरिमेंट्स एंड सेम कंपाउंड. प्लीज रीजन भी लिखते रहना. चलिए थर्ड क्वेश्चन. क्वेश्चन नंबर 3. क्वेश्चन नंबर 3. क्वेश्चन नंबर 3. ऋषि क्या आंसर है? क्या आंसर है ऋषि? श्रेय क्या आंसर है?
Yes, sir.
क्या आंसर है?
Law of reciprocal proportion.
कैसे? क्वेश्चन पढ़ो एक बार.
One experiment, 75 gram of metal was converted into oxide which weighed 0.9389
सुन सुन
gram.
सुन सुन श्रेय श्रेय श्रेय. लॉ ऑफ रेसिप्रोकल रेशियो देख. रेशियो देख. पहला रेशियो क्या आएगा? 0.75 अपॉन 0.9389. लिख वहां पे. रेशियो 1. सब लोग लिखिए प्लीज. 0.75 अपॉन 0.9389. which comes out to be 0.79. which comes out to be 0.79. रेशियो 2 लिखिए. रेशियो 2 0.79 अपॉन 1. रेशियो 2 लिखिए. 0.79 अपॉन 1. आपको रेशियो समझ में आ रहा है कैसे निकाल रहा हूं मैं? मास ऑफ द मेटल अपॉन टोटल मास ऑफ द ऑक्साइड. अब दोनों रेशियो क्या आ रहे हैं श्रेय देख.
Same.
तो फिर कौन सा हो जाएगा?
Multiple proportion.
लिखिए वहां पे. रेशियो इज सेम. कौन सा बोला श्रेय? लॉ ऑफ.
Multiple.
तू पहले हिंट्स पढ़ एक बार श्रेय. हिंट्स पढ़ देख. मैंने आज जो लिखा है वो आज ही लिखा है. देख क्या लिखा है मैंने.
Definite proportion.
रेशियो सेम हुआ तो क्या होगा वो?
Definite.
हाँ श्रेय. इसके लिए जब बोल रहा है वो रीड करके आ रहा है तब रीड करके आया. नहीं तो लेक्चर में ऐसे ब्लैंक बैठा रहेगा. समझा कि नहीं है?
हाँ सर.
Guys, seventh question. Seventh question. Seventh question Already done. We've already done the 7th one. Okay. Have you done the 6th one? 6th किया है हमने. 6th किया है श्रुति. 6th solve कीजिए चलिए 6th. So ये बराबर कर आप 6th वाला. Sixth question. Sania, 6th आया.
So is it law of multiple proportion?
How do you get law of multiple? Can you tell me?
Because there are two elements, they remain the same, but two
Yeah.
compounds are formed.
Sani, how do you say there are two compounds?
Because it says that in one oxide of calcium is formed. Oh yeah, it doesn't really mention, but
Think. Where are they saying two compounds? Think. So I have given you a very simple thing. If you are confused between law of definite and law of multiple, what do you go ahead with? Finding the ratio.
ratio.
Find the ratio. Find the ratio of any element over there. Yes, right over there. Ratio in both the cases come out to be the same. Ratio in both the cases come out to be same. Actually, can I proceed? Question number 8. Question number 8. In question 8, can I say two elements, copper and oxygen, and two different compounds? One is cuprous oxide, the other is cupric oxide. One is CuO, the other is Cu2O. Cuprous oxide is Cu2O, cupric oxide is CuO. Hence, can I say it's going to be nothing but right over there? Two elements, two different compounds. Law of multiple proportion. Law of multiple proportion. Understood? Understood? चलिए, we go to the next one. Question number 9, guys. 9. Question 9. Savio? Yes. Any answers over here?
Just a second, sir.
Yes, sir.
Uh, so it should be the law of definite proportion, right? Because
Yeah, it is law. Very true. Right over there, it's law of definite proportion. Reason, Savio?
a percentage of one element is given. And
No, Savio. It's a very simple thing you have to say. Same compound is mentioned in two different ways over there.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Tenth question, guys. 10th question, guys. We have done the 10th one, okay. 11th question. Question number 11. Question number 11. Question number 11. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is the answer for this one?
A law of reciprocal proportions.
Why law of reciprocal?
Because there are 3 elements and there are
Yeah,
3.
very true. Yes, guys, it should be law of reciprocal over there. Law of reciprocal over there. 12th question, guys. 12th one. 12th question over there. Two oxides of metal contain 20% and 11% oxygen. This data illustrates. क्या हो जाएगा बताइए? Vatsal? क्या होगा
Two
आंसर?
different percentages, so law of multiple proportion.
Very true, Vatsal. Two different percentages, hence law of multiple. Two different percentages, hence law of multiple. Very good. थर्टींथ क्वेश्चन के वहां पे लिख दो सेम एज 9. 13th के वहां पे लिख दो सेम एज 9. चलिए 14th सॉल्व कीजिए. 14th Tiyasha, 14th. Fourteenth, 1.19 gram of zinc was converted into zinc oxide, and 1.151 gram of zinc oxide was obtained. In another experiment, 1.812 gram of zinc oxide was heated with carbon, gave 1.428 gram of zinc. Can I say law of definite over there? Yes, law of definite over there. 15th question. Yes. 15th question. 15th one. Two oxides of metal contain respectively 7 and 3% of oxygen. वंश क्या हो जाएगा?
सर
वंश सुन ना, एग्जाम में ऐसे देखो देखे नहीं, हिंट रेफर करो फिर आंसर दो. इसके लिए नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में पढ़ के आ वंश, क्योंकि हर सम के लिए देख रहे हो तू वापस हिंट देखता है, वापस आंसर देता है. Yashvi, Vidhi, please on the videos over there. Yes, Riya, what is the answer? Go ahead.
So law of multiple proportion,
Why?
because two different percentages are mentioned.
Perfect, Riya. Yes, perfect. चले 16th question, guys. 16th. Shreyas,
Sir, law of reciprocal proportion.
reason Shreyas.
Sir, because there are three elements.
Perfect, Shreyas. चलिए 17th. 17.
Yes, sir.
Yes, 17.
Me only.
Yeah.
Sir, law of definite proportion.
Definite. Why do you say that?
Sir, because if we take the ratio, so for 1.90 will be 1.52. Yes, sir. Sorry, one second, sir.
Shreyas, read the question properly, na?
Yes, sir. Yes, I read the another question. I mixed two questions.
Yeah. Okay. Read the question again. आराम से. वंश आया क्या कुछ? क्या अंश?
Sir, law of multiple proportion.
Yes, why? Shreyas?
Sir, because it is. So should I say or one should say?
Yeah, Shreyas, go ahead.
So because there are two elements. So first there was copper, and in the another there was sorry.
Wait, I'll just say it.
Yes,
It's because two elements and two different compounds. Underline over there if you have a page over there. One oxide and they've written another oxide. So they have specifically said that there are two different compounds over there. समझा क्या? रेशियो निकालने की जरूरत नहीं है श्रेयस. 18th question. Eighteenth question. Siley 18 done. Yes, Siley. Yamini 18th.
Yes, sir. Is it law of definite proportion because two elements give rise to the same compound?
Yes, it's law of definite over there. Again, repeat, if you're still confused, you should always find the ratio. And if you find the ratio, guys, if you find the ratio, just write over there 1.098 upon 1.375, right over there. 1.098 upon 1.375 comes out to be 0.79. Now listen to me. Whenever such calculations come, you normally solve it by log. आपके एग्जाम में अभी के लिए इजी क्वेश्चंस आएंगे जहां पे रेशियोज बहुत इजीली निकाल सकते हो. नेक्स्ट रेशियो 2 लिखे वहां पे 1.179 upon 1.45. 1.179 upon 1.45, which again comes out to be 0.79 nearly. Okay. Can you solve from 19 to 27 now? 19 to 27, guys. अब सॉल्व कर दी जाएगी, मैं एक साथ सब आंसर डिस्कस कर लूंगा. 19 to 27. go ahead till 30, everyone. Go ahead till 30. Yashasvi, done? Wait, can you go ahead with the answer, Yashasvi?
From 19th, right?
Yeah. From the yeah. From the 19th question, Yashasvi. Go ahead.
Okay. 19th is law of multiple proportion.
Reason.
2 elements and 2 compounds.
2 elements and 2 compounds. Okay, true. Go ahead.
28th is law of reciprocal proportion.
Yes.
3 elements.
Reason.
3 elements.
Okay, very good.
21st is law of multiple proportion because there's different percentages.
Okay, true.
22nd is law of reciprocal proportion because there's 3 elements again.
Very true.
23rd is law of multiple proportion because there's 2 elements and 2 compounds.
Yes.
24th is law of definite proportion because the other ratios are same.
24th is?
Definite proportion. Because the
Yes, very
ratios
true. And also, it's the same compound from 2 experiments. You need to find the ratio. It's sodium chloride again. Sodium chloride is only one compound prepared from 2 different methods. So ratio निकालना तब है जब ऐसा कुछ oxide is prepared and from the experiment one more oxide is prepared.
Okay.
Go ahead.
This is law of definite proportion because same ratios. 26th is law of definite proportion because same ratio. 27th is again law of definite proportion because same ratios. 28th is law of definite proportion because same ratios. 29th is law of reciprocal proportion because there's 3 elements. And 30th is law of conservation of mass.
What did you say for 29th?
Reciprocal proportion.
Okay, ठीक. Very good, yes. Now, the remaining questions, any doubts in this, guys? Any doubts in this? Okay, Swati, 19th was multiple, 20th was reciprocal. Again repeat, 19th was multiple, 20th was reciprocal, 21st was law of multiple, 23rd कैसे आया? I'll repeat the answers again, pay attention. 19th multiple, 20th reciprocal, 21st multiple, 22nd reciprocal, 23rd multiple, 24th definite, 25th definite, 26th definite, 27th also definite, 28th also definite, 29th reciprocal, and the 30th one is conservation of mass. चलिए is this clear, guys? Any other doubt? I'll take at the end now. Check. Can we now come to the notes over there? Page number 10 of the notes, please. Can we come to page 10 of the notes? The next law is Gay-Lussac's law over there. The first thing is Gay-Lussac's law is true for gases over there. Okay, what is the law over there? For the same conditions of temperature and pressure, for the same conditions of temperature and pressure, yes, page number 10, yes. When gases combine, the volume of the reacting gases, and the products have a very simple whole number ratio. Again repeat, for similar conditions of temperature and pressure, when gases combine, the volume of reacting gases and the products bear a simple whole number ratio. For example, if you see over there, स्वयं example देख वहां पे, H2 plus Cl2 gives 2 HCl, meaning one volume combines with one volume to give you two volumes. Sir, volume मतलब 1 liter combines with 1 liter to give you 2 liter, ऐसा कुछ. This is a simple whole number ratio, 1:2. समझा आपको ये? 2H2 plus O2 gives you 2H2O. What is the whole number ratio here? 2:1:2. Can you write the third example over there? Haber's process. N2 plus 3H2 gives 2NH3. N2 plus 3H2 gives NH3, 2NH3. And next to every reactant and product, write gaseous. पहले तो एग्जांपल में भी देखो लिखा हुआ है N2 plus 3H2 gives you 2NH3. लिखा आपने ये? Now in the note it says volume is not an additive property. Make a change over there. Volume of gases. Volume of gases is not an additive property. Unlike masses, which is additive. Unlike masses, which is additive, as per law of conservation of mass. As per law of conservation of mass. So again repeat the Gay-Lussac's law. Under similar conditions of pressure and temperature, similar conditions होने चाहिए. The gases combine with the volumes of the reactant and its product having a simple whole number ratio. Okay guys, ये identify करना बहुत easy होगा क्योंकि question के अंदर volumes mentioned होगा. Question के अंदर volume mentioned रहेगा. The third example was N2 plus 3H2 gives 2NH3. N2 plus 3H2 gives 2NH3. इसमें रेशियो क्या हो जाएगा गाइस? 1:3:2. वेरी गुड स्वयं. 1:3:2. शालिनी समझा आपको? Okay. We go to the next one, which is Dalton's atomic theory. Now it says over there basic postulates. Can you write next to postulates assumptions? Assumptions. Assumptions over there. Now he said that matter consists of indivisible particle called as atoms. See, as per Dalton, सबसे smallest particle that exists was atom. आगे जाके साइंस ने प्रूव किया था कि एटम को भी आगे डिवाइड कर सकते हैं, लेकिन डाल्टन के थ्योरी के हिसाब से स्मॉलेस्ट पार्टिकल क्या था? एटम. तब ना ही इलेक्ट्रॉन, ना ही प्रोटॉन, ना ही न्यूट्रॉन, कुछ भी डिस्कवर नहीं हुआ था. आगे जाके यही पॉइंट को हम ड्रॉबैक में भी बोलेंगे कि उसके हिसाब से सबसे सब एटॉमिक पार्टिकल क्या था? एटम. Can you underline the first point over there? Matter consists of indivisible unit particles called atoms. Atoms are the smallest particle of the element and molecules are the smallest particle of the compound. Clear है ये point? All atoms of a given element have identical properties. Okay, Vivena, indivisible means it cannot be broken down. Indivisible means it cannot be broken down. All atoms have identical properties, meaning hydrogen के सब atoms का mass same ही रहेगा, उनकी properties भी same ही रहेगी. Oxygen के सब atoms का mass same ही रहेगा और उसकी properties same ही रहेगी. Size of every oxygen atom will be the same. Shape of every oxygen atom will be the same. Second point clear है सबको? अब हाइड्रोजन का जो एटम है और ऑक्सीजन का जो एटम है, दोनों का वेट अलग अलग होगा. वो थर्ड पॉइंट है. श्री क्लियर है ये पॉइंट? सेकेंड पॉइंट ये था कि बेसिकली हर एक एलिमेंट का कोई भी एटम ले लो, एक स्पेसिफिक एलिमेंट का अगर आप एटम लेते हो, हर एटम सेम साइज सेम शेप का रहेगा, लेकिन अलग अलग एलिमेंट्स के एटम्स लेते हो आप, तो उसका साइज, शेप, मास अलग रहेगा. थर्ड पॉइंट ये है बेसिकली. फोर्थ पॉइंट देखते हैं, चलिए. फोर्थ पॉइंट, कंपाउंड्स आर फॉर्म्ड when the atoms combine in a fixed ratio. जैसे water बनता है when hydrogen and oxygen combine in the ratio of fixed number over there. दो हाइड्रोजन एक ऑक्सीजन एटम के साथ अगर आप कंबाइन करोगे तो ही वाटर बनेगा वहां पे. Fifth over there, it says that in chemical reactions, atoms are neither created nor destroyed. Atoms are not created or destroyed. It says a very simple thing. Atoms combine, rearrange over there in a chemical reaction. Is this clear? Can you read the entire Dalton's law once, please? I said indivisible means cannot be broken down further. Okay, guys, listen to me now. Today, you'll have a doubt solving session